Hello there gorgeous gamers and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and today we're doing you a service. If you have a PS5, you've probably thought about downloading some PS4 exclusives to see how well they play on PS5. While some of them have had massive improvements, and more on that in our other video, others have been left to rot in the bowels of time. They aren't worth playing, basically, so don't waste your precious hard drive space. So here are 5 PS4 exclusives you should avoid on PS5. Before we carry on with this video, do us a favour and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and don't forget the bell icon so you're the first to know when we've got new stuff. Cheers my dears. Driveclub. Evolution Studios' racer stumbled at the start of its life and never really recovered from its shambled launch. It did get something of a following, mind you, but with the closure of Evolution and the eventual shutting down of the game's online services, Driveclub was on life support for a long time. It was a decent racer for its time, but now, ouch. Try booting this one up on PS5 and you'll see what I mean. 30 FPS really doesn't cut the mustard anymore, and the game feels really slow and really choppy compared to other games like Forza Horizon 4 and Dirt 5, which had some Driveclub developers actually work on it. So Driveclub VR is the best way to remember Driveclub. You just need a bloody headset. Infamous Second Son and First Light. Yeah, this is a 2-for-1 deal, it's my list, shut up. The early days of the PS4 brought some decent exclusives, but as we all know, time is nobody's friend. And looking back at these games through time's cruel, wicked lens reveals just how dated they really are. The gameplay is still decent if you're into the Infamous games, but on the technical side, things are looking a little sadder. Draw distances are impressively poor by today's standards, and Seattle just doesn't look that great from any kind of distance. One plus is that on PS5 you can brute force the games to run at 60 FPS, which is nice, but it's still not good. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. This one didn't even hold up for the life cycle of the PS3, never mind PS4, even with the remaster effort. Granted, it's more playable in its remastered form, but come on, it's still clunky and a far cry from what would come in Uncharted 2 and then Uncharted 3. But it's still part of the Uncharted legacy, so it will have its defenders. Not me though. I hated it the first time I played it on PS3, I hated it again on PS4, and I recently got to hate it once more when I tried it on PS5. Fight me. Tearaway Unfolded. Come on, it's time to put the cards on the table and admit what we all know to be true. Tearaway was only good on the Vita because it actually gave Vita players something to play that wasn't a 2D indie game. No offense to 2D indie game makers. Using the PS Vita's numerous inputs was kind of fun for a while, and it tricked us into thinking that Sony actually gave a damn about the console by putting out a first-party exclusive. The problem is, the game didn't make nearly enough money, so it got ported to the PS4, and in that process, it lost a lot of what made it a tempting game in the first place. This was a rare misstep by Media Molecule, the studio behind the brilliant Little Big Planet series. Avoid. The Order 1886. Now for me, this was a hard entry to include because personally, I'm quite a fan of The Order 1886, and I'm truly gutted we most probably will never get a sequel. The reason? It's actually quite a boring game, and a recent play on the PS5 reminded me that I've got 65 inches of lovely screen, and I don't need a third of it covered by cinematic black bars! It was impressive for its time, but again, time is a cruel mistress and her tricks are all played out. These days, The Order 1886 is painfully slow to watch and play. 30 frames a second? Pfft, that is so last gen. Give me 60 or get in the bin. And that's the list. Of course, there are probably more games that deserve to be included, but there are only so many hours in a day. Maybe you could drop them below. If you did enjoy this video, do us a favour and hit the like and subscribe buttons below, and give that bell a little tickle so you're notified when we've got new stuff. I've been Chris, PS4 Ultra fanboys will be gunning for my neck, so I'm off into hiding. Until the next video is published from my cave, take care, bye!